Hey, what's going on? I was flipped down on the screen, didn't realize I was on. Charlotte got another cha-ching, nice. Let's see who's first. John, how's it going? Nevermore Antiques. Alicia, first like. Jibs, Sean, third or fourth, kinda. Thrill the Hunt, what's up, guys? Audrey, Pamela, Vicky, Lisa, Charlotte. What's going on, guys? All right, so tonight I want to tell you what happened to me today, how you go about it, or how I went about it. Hopefully, it would help you guys the same. Um, then go over what I bought. So today was interesting. Kind of flowed into what I spoke about yesterday, where, okay, if you get a couple cases open against you, really you don't want to get cases opened. So what that means is if you wait too long to refund a buyer, or um, you have a back and forth with accepting returns or damages, if it goes forward to where the buyer would step in and ask eBay to judge in one favor or the other, if it gets to a case and they judge it against you, you will be counted with a defect. Now, a defect, I think, is, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, defect in transactions, so out of stock or closed without seller resolution. Those two are in one bucket. And that metric, and you can see that on your seller dashboard, that one is probably the most penalizing. So you do not want to get any dings in there. If you have enough transaction for a 3-month period, you might be okay with one or two. I'm usually okay with one. I rarely get one, but I did get a case closed against me when someone returned. I'm trying to see if I can get an example. They returned something missing a piece. Well, basically they ruled against me, and I had a defect. So I think it's 0.3%. I can't remember correctly. If you go on your seller dashboard, click on it. Definitely look at that number. So Chris says we're gonna get blown away or washed away. The weather can't decide. Yeah, supposedly the hurricane's pretty strong out there. So for those of you that are down there, close to there, you are in our thoughts and prayers. Hopefully everyone stays safe. So yeah, you do not want to do a defect. So always try to resolve things with your buyer prior to a case being having the ability to be opened. So the one that first happened was a lady, and it was her first sale, but she said she shops sporadically on eBay. So I don't know if her feedback went away because she hadn't been shopping there for a while, or if it was just a brand new username or brand new person. But nonetheless, if you get someone opening a case saying that they did not receive their item, you can send them a message, send them a refund, or add tracking to the case. Now, if the item has already been delivered and you deliver to the address on the quote unquote invoice, all you do is add tracking to that message and they will back you up 100% of the time. I've had it a couple times where they claim they never received it. I put the tracking number in there, case closed, end of story. This one was a little different. Now, this one was getting down to the wire just because I so happened to be shipping a hat from my city to down the street. Well, go figure that box went to Hawaii, and probably 3.5, 4 days later, it finally made it there today. Hey, Mike, what's up? So she opened the where's my package request. I attached tracking. She said it's in Hawaii. Why is it going to Hawaii? And I said I don't know. So today she opened a case, and I don't know if she just did it because she was new, but the case basically said you get an email if you have email set up that a buyer has opened a case against you, and then eBay is reviewing it. Just so happens that it got delivered today, and they closed it in my favor because it showed delivered. So that's an easy one to fight. At least I've never had issues with it. I'd love to get your guys' feedback, what you guys think of the open a case, where's my package? So that one is kind of straightforward. The second one is item not as described. Someone's asking for a refund. Missing pieces, broken. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to refund those. So right now I'm 1 for 1, right? This is all today. These were two days. This is the second one. The 1 for 1. This guy opened a return saying, here, I need to read you exactly what he wrote. And I think I put it in the Facebook group. No, maybe I didn't. But he sent me a message saying item not as described. And what was funny was he sent pictures of the same item, of the same pictures that I sent. So he sent one of the collar, sent one of the logo on the shirt. It was I'm going to pull up the picture here. It was a Ralph Lauren button-up long sleeve. So here, let me pull it up. But it was crazy because he was saying, this is a fake shirt. I want to return it. Now, the way he said it was a little different. So if you get someone, yeah, both were today. If you get someone that tries to extort you saying, if you do such and such for me, I will be sure to leave positive feedback, or I don't want to leave a negative if you do XYZ. If you have that in a message, that's feedback extortion. And I've always either gotten feedback removed because of someone doing extortion through messages, or actually on the feedback, or someone threatening to do it, wanting to get money or partial or a full refund. So this person was a little crazy. So let me pull up my messages and I'm going to read what he wrote. Oh, sorry. So this one was crazy. All right. This guy, so this was different. So a lot of times if you have, and this was overseas, so this went to Sweden. So I would have had to pay shipping somehow. I'd have to reimburse him if he did end up shipping it back. But if you do a refund or return through global shipping, when you click return, you will say, I'm not able to buy a label. You'll click that. The buyer will have to show proof that of the return shipping. You'll ask for a receipt of the return shipping, and you'll have to pay for the return shipping. So it looks like Thrill the Hunt has had the same thing with the Ralph Lauren bag. All right, so here's what the guy said. He goes, according to eBay policy, it's the seller's responsibility to pay return shipping when the seller messed up. In this case, sold a fake item. He took the same, so he saw the same things in the listing when he bought it. And then, this is insult to injury here, ready? Return shipping cost is $11 and should be paid to my PayPal account, blah, blah, blah.com. Nothing else. So he wants me to send money to his PayPal account outside of eBay. So now I was outing him $18 shirt. I was going to refund him and move on. And it looks like Pamela had one of those where the Tupperware lid didn't fit right. Just refund and let them keep. I usually do that if it's something minuscule, below $50, and it's something I can't use. I'm going to lose money on shipping, on return. I usually just eat the refund or eat the item and let them keep it. If it's a higher priced item, yeah, I'm going to have them ship it back. I'll pay for it. But yeah, nothing else. So I called eBay and I said, hey guys, this guy's trying to have me send money to his personal PayPal account. And the rep said, yeah, don't do that. We'll take care of it. I see you accepted the refund, and click cannot buy label. I said, fine. All right, so I clicked can't buy label, and I said continue. Bam. And it says waiting on seller to ship or buyer to ship the item back. Well, that was about probably, I think, Alicia, we were at the thrift store, what, 1 o'clock? No, 12. It was noon. I get an email about 1:45 saying eBay has opened a case on your behalf. I'm like, whoa, the rep never said you're going to open a case. So I just let it go. I got home and I ended up calling eBay anyway about the first issue we talked about. And I said, hey, about this issue about the shirt, what do you want me to do? And they said, well, we ended up closing in your favor. I didn't ask why. I got an email saying no refund due to the buyer. Go on as you are. So they covered me. So when people say eBay doesn't cover you, as long as you do your due diligence, you do your messages, you understand what the buyer's saying, you can use it to your advantage. But definitely communicate through messages. Usually you can find something that the buyer's going to say. If they are trying to be malicious, you can get it done that way. But, a lot of times I spent the time calling in, just refund him, move on. That's probably what I should have done. But I was more mad that he said nothing else and he was trying to get me to send him money. So that was in my favor as well. So it's 2 for 2. So bam, no defects. Great. That's the main goal. You do not want to get defects. Don't let it get to case, because you usually don't get that lucky. But 2 cases in one day, that's probably a record. The last case was that missing, one of the missing pieces, and that was probably last year. So just sell more. You're gonna make it up in volume. I just had someone open a return saying some CD player didn't work, and I tested it. It was a $50 piece. I'm gonna eat shipping. I'm gonna make them ship it back, but I'm gonna make my money. I've already sold, I think, over 150 bucks today. I'm, I think, at 9 items right now. 10 so far. 2 soccer jerseys sold today, 35 and 40 bucks. So those jerseys are flying off the shelf. So that's cases. That's kind of high level cases. Would love to hear about how you guys, if you guys have any cases, eBay cases or PayPal cases. A lot of times with the PayPal cases, if you get an unauthorized chargeback through PayPal, you'll be covered. So, Terry, hey, how's it going? Yeah, dealing with similar cases. And a lot of times, too, I think I have a ton of feedback. I have over 1,600 feedback. I usually never have issues. So they never tell me. And, I would think with the amount of volume I'm doing and the amount of customers that leave feedback that says great item, as described, blah, 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 that my tenure, quote unquote, would cover for anything. I'm not trying to scam the system over a $18 shirt or a $15 USB drive. But all we ask as sellers that, whatever I took a picture of and I shipped out, that's what it was. Did you all get the eBay survey today? No, I did not. I don't think I did. I might have deleted it or missed it. Hey, Eric, what's going on? All right. So that's a quick trip into eBay case land. Always use tracking. That's tip of the day. Always use tracking on your items. Thrill the Hunt posted a pic of the Facebook group. How to describe a hat? Oh, that was that Portugal hat, that green hat, right? Portugal, that's right. Portugal soccer hat. It was a weird brim. I would just say large logo. I saw someone said button, or did you say button on it? I would just say large embroidered logo. That's what I would say. No, I did not watch the Apple keynote. Supposedly they're coming out with new phones and new watches, but I got to go back. I have to go back and look at it. Pamela, how about when a buyer doesn't pay for auctions? I had one lady who bought 9 auctions and never paid. Wow. So in your, I think it's business policies or in your account, you can set up an unpaid assistant. And you can select the day frequency. I have it open at the minimum amount of time, and I think it's 2 days. After 2 days of non-payment, it will automatically open up an eBay case or unpaid case. Actually, I have one of those going on right now. After, I think it's 4 days, after 4 days of non-payment after that email, they will close the unpaid item, strike the buyer. I don't know what the strikes do or how many strikes they get. But then they auto relist it for you and you get your fees back. But I think you lose your, no, it hadn't gone through PayPal yet. So you get your eBay fees back. But I like auto unpaid assistant just because if I have a couple going, I don't have to worry about it. Look, if you have those 9 and you forget, definitely do unpaid assistant if you want to let them do it for you. I've never had an issue with unpaid assistant. I like it just because I think one update eBay needs to do is make it, if you accept an offer, it should be a buy it now, and they should force payment at that time. I don't know why they can't do that. It's got to be a huge coding thing, I'm guessing. I don't know. The brim. I don't have a hat right here. Usually I have a hat on. Oh, I actually do have a hat right here. All right, so I'll show you what I picked up. This is the brim right here. So it looked like you had a bunch of a stitch or embroidery going down from the top, from the front down the brim here. I would just say large logo, embroidered logo. It looked to be embroidered here as well. So Mike's saying 9 auctions with no pay. You can set it up so they can have a limit on that too. Oh, 4 items per person. Is that a person limit, I guess? I didn't know that. Yeah, 9 all at once. That's crap. All right, so this is a long tail item. I just picked it up. I got it for $3. It's I always forget, is this Brian or Brian? I'm almost positive it's Brian, but it's a field hockey stick. I looked up solds on this model, the Taiga 2.0, and there's only 2 that sold in the last 90 days. I'm hoping I can get away with pink. I do not have a bag. It looks fairly and like it hasn't been used. And then again, look at there's some tape here, but that's perfect. So I'm gonna list it for 39 or 34 with best offer. I'll probably be holding on to that for a while. But it is fall, right? Fall's coming up for field hockey. All right, what else did I get? I picked up this Kings in the Corner. I've sold this. It's kind of a low profit item. It's really light, so it's cheap to ship. But I think it's only worth about $13. A big stick. It's only worth about $13. Again, sealed stuff I pick up all the time. I'll probably make $5 to $7 depending on shipping fees, but it will go first class. If you can find it, pick it up. It eventually does sell. I've sold one of the newer versions that was sealed. Kings in the Corner. Zip up, and I like the zip up because this one says Ryder Cup. This was $4.99. See Ryder Cup there. Oakland Hills, size large. Nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna list this for I think $29. It has Beaumont Hospital on the arm. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So there was nothing much there today, so I kind of had to pick what I saw. What else? All right, this is cool. I don't know about the team. I don't know what you guys think about the team. Oh, I'm old. I thought it was a cane. No, it's field hockey. And it's so hard to do. If you ever tried to use that stick or play the game, it's near impossible. Longhorns, it's cool because it's got the hoodie pocket here. It's got a little zip right here with the football laces on it. That's kind of cool. But again, this is Nike. If you guys can find Nike, especially this says Nike Fit Therma. The Therma stuff does really well with the pullovers as well. And always take pictures again of the little tag on the side. The little tag says Nike Team, as well on the flip side it says Authentic. I believe I listed this for 39 or 34, a beer pocket. I'm most likely going to take a best offer on that. As I've been doing more best offer, I've been adding a couple bucks, if not 5. So I'm listing 39, 34, and 30, maybe even 24, depending how long it sits. Texas, yuck. All right, this one's cool. I'm expecting I'm going to sit on this one. I believe this program is a referee program, so I had to look this up in the store. It's a Adidas Zip Up Futuro 3. It has to do with refereeing for soccer. I kind of skimmed, so I just grabbed it. But it says FIFA on it as well as Adidas. It is a soccer zip up, but I liked that. Picked that up. And then I happened to find this, and I'm going to test because I bought a GameCube system off Goodwill.com, shopgoodwill.com. So I might try this out. Mario Golf. This is about a $14 game. Player's choice. It's pretty sweet shape. But the only problem is it's not complete. So if you're selling video games, if it has the disc, the case, and the manual, always listed as complete. If you're missing one of those and you do a sell similar, make sure you take the word complete out. Game collectors will not like one of those missing. So there's the case. There's the game. No case. So I will try it out. Most likely it's fine. There's no scratches on the back. I will check it out. Also, if you're buying games thrifted, or you're buying games through Liquidation or a wholesaler / liquidator, double check some games. What people will do, and I've talked about this in other channels, complete in box. That's right, John. CIB. If you see CIB, that's complete in box. People specifically look for that. What they will do is they will take a blank disc, they will print off a CD label, the exact face of this disc, and they will put the sticker over a blank disc, replace it, and return it. So be careful, Liquidation. I've gotten a couple of them in my liquidation.com boxes. Just if you don't have a system to test, run your finger over the edge here as well as the edge here. You will be able to tell that there's a sticker on it. So double check that. But there you go. Pick that up. That's about $14 after shipping and fees. I'll probably make 10. Game Boy. So if you can find GameCube games, pick them up. All right, the last thing I picked up. Now, John, you remember last night we talked about it, but I don't know if they're replenishing the hats. But I took a best offer on this one the other day, and I only had one. So I found more. Brand new with tags. DeWalt Tools. I took best offer for 18. There's 1, 2, and these are all $2. 3, 4. So there's my multiples right there. 4 all at once. Redid my sold similar, relisted my same item, my same listing, because I think I had a couple watchers on it. So I like to relist my own listings if I ran out of quantity, just because it will alert the watchers that, hey, your item has been relisted. Otherwise, I would do sell similar and refresh it. All right, last thing I picked up. Oh, I'm still good. I thought it was light. Ding, 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 dang. What's ding, dang? All right, and I picked up 2 more of these. I haven't sold one of these yet, but there are solds on these sporadically. The Taco Bells sell for between 20 and 25. This second one doesn't have the tag, but it still has the cardboard. This one has the tag. And I took a chance. If you think about oil refinery, gas stations, pick this one up, Phillips 66. Other than that, I try to stick to tools, anything related to tools, sports, sponsors, NASCAR sponsors. That is amazing, but for rednecks. So yeah, those are the hats. That's everything I bought. I think I spent $39. So $39, I'm expected to turn probably 2 items, maybe 2 items in there, make my profit back. But you can't take fashion advice from John. He lives in Missouri. Hey, I'm in Ohio. It's a little better. But what do I know? I wear the same thing every day. All right. So I already got my listings up, got that taken care of. Case is done. Ship out, 10 things to ship. Listings up. And we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that 66 hat will sell fast, Robert. That's why I bought it. I like the gas stations. If you can find gas stations, Sunoco, big name brands, oil refineries, that stuff does well. So definitely look for it. Jackets, if you can find polo shirts with that oil stuff on them, that stuff sells really well. I haven't even left the house today. I wish I couldn't leave the house. It's been crazy around here. It's finally stopped raining for a little bit, but I am wearing what I had on last night. I'm about to shower. If I would do that, I would. That's about me on the weekend. I pretty much wear the same thing all weekend. All right, everybody. I'll let you get back to your night. Have a great evening Wednesday. Get some listings up. Get your stuff shipped out. And then we'll talk to you tomorrow. See you guys.